Hello, 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 and happy Friday, my beautiful people. I am here to educate you on all of the BOGOs that you have purchased. Yay, Tipsy! Cool. Baby, you're so cute. Yay, Anna! I was so happy to see all of you guys hopping on. Good. So, so I'm just going to be teaching you about the oils that you purchased during BOGO week, and maybe you purchased your BOGO box, or you purchased individually, or you don't have any essential oils and you want to learn a little bit more about essential oils. Still, this is a place for you to be at, girlfriend. All right. So I have all of my oils here. So if you have the ability to grab your oils, have them next to you. This way we can kind of open them, smell them, so you can get a feel for what you have in your hands, all right? And just so you know, I keep things very casual. If you guys have questions, just leave them and I'll get to them as soon as I can. But I do like, I'm going to share the resource that I like to use. So this is from the Essential Oils Made Simple, and I purchased this book, I believe from the website is called oillife.com. And so any of my essential oil knowledge, I don't know everything. I'm fascinated by it. I love the science behind the essential oils, and I love the practicality of it. So the knowledge that I do know is from reading tons and tons and using resources like this. And then, of course, using it on myself and my family, and then seeing how amazing they work. So that's my little knowledge. Hey, Kiersey, about the oils, okay? And so I have a little presentation here for you. So as I am talking to you about your oils, the image will pop up, okay? And then, as always, if you are brand new to essential oils, there's my contact information and my website. All right, girlfriend? So, the first oil we're going to cover, let me see, can I move this? Hold on. Oh, no, I guess I can't. All right. Most importantly, right? If you signed up for this class, you received 2 ebooks. If you did not sign up for the class, you can still go to my website, which is the LLLfit.com, register for the class, and then once you do, you will receive an email with the 2 ebooks. Why the 2 ebooks are important is because as you're here, you will take some notes, mental notes, or maybe even some physical notes, but then there's some that you're going to forget, and that the ebook will have there for you, okay? So let's grab up Adaptive. Ooh, so Adaptive was released last year during convention, and it was really cool because we got to learn the science behind the Adaptive. So they actually have an entire collection about Adaptive. So if you grabbed up this oil, know that there's a little kit actually that comes along with it. So if you really like it, and you see some amazing benefits with it, there's actually some Adaptive capsules and an Adaptive rollerball blend, okay? So the oil, it is meant to be used in those 3 ways. So you're meant to diffuse it, you're meant to apply it, and then internalize it, but through the capsules, okay? Because this oil in itself cannot be internalized, okay? So first and foremost, when we talk about any essential oils, know that I'm talking about just doTERRA, girlfriend. I can't talk to you about any other oils and the quality, okay? Because I know this quality, I don't know anyone else's quality. So when I talk about ingesting or applying topically, I'm specifically and only talking about doTERRA, okay? But you can, there's so many modalities when it comes to using essential oils, okay? So you can, right? You can take this and then diffuse this, but know that you can also make it into a roller ball so that it is super easy, and it's the best way for on the go, because then that means it is ready to apply to the skin. So I would personally recommend to always, any oil that you ever purchase, to make into a roller ball. It's so simple, and it's going to save you so much money, right? Because if you think about every time that you're going to Adaptive and you're going to take 1 drop here and 1 drop there, right? Though this has 250 drops, right? There's a lot of drops in here, but my goal is to make this a lifestyle for you, and it's going to be convenient as well as cost effective. So you can take a roller ball, and you can purchase roller balls from Amazon, or you can purchase them from doTERRA. You take 15 drops. That's it. All I'm asking is for 15 drops of here, and you're going to fill it up with fractionated coconut oil. Okay. So that's like one of the easiest on the go ways you can use your essential oils. You can do single oil. So you can just do an adaptive roller ball. You can do a breathe roller ball, an on guard roller ball. Or you can make little concoctions, okay? You can add little blends to make like a bug bite blend and all that goodness, okay? So, or you can make them into sprays, okay? You can make them into linen sprays, or you can even make them into sprays that you can use for yourself. So at Fit Hour, I actually have a spray which the ladies love. It's just clementine and spearmint and water, and all I do is I put it around their neck, and they love that because it's very cooling. But then you can take that and you can make an adaptive linen spray, and then be able to apply that into all of your linens. I use it in my shower curtains, my carpet areas, in the bathroom, everywhere, everything, anything that I used to use Febreze for. All I do is I make my DIY room spray, and then that gets sprayed everywhere. Okay, so let's talk about adaptive. So the adaptive was created to specifically support stress and anxiety. Okay, so and that's why it comes in those 3 formalities, okay? So that you can diffuse it, you can apply it, and now you're also internalizing it. In the capsules that they have of adaptive, it also contains GABA, which GABA on its own, without any essential oils, which they added, the adaptive oils and like lavender, is amazing for just calming effects. So that's how that was created, and it was taken into a study, in a scientific study, in which people were testing and seeing how they did with a room in which they weren't diffusing adaptive, and in a room in which they were diffusing adaptive, and they were able to see that the room that was diffusing adaptive showed that their stressors were a lot lower, just during a testing situation. Okay, so let me move this over here. So what you can find in adaptive is wild orange, lavender, copaiba, spearmint, and rosemary. So wild orange is very uplifting. If you don't have wild orange, that would definitely be an oil for you. I recommend for you to grab up, because it is so uplifting. It literally smells like when you like cut into an orange. It's, oh my God, I love orange. I love wild orange. And then lavender is calming. Copaiba is also calming, in a completely different way than lavender is, as it even goes to, like, I don't want to get super sciencey, but to the receptors in your brain. It's freaking cool. Copaiba is another oil that if you purchase in BOGO box, you have it, because it's an oil that can empower all the other oils when you use it in blends. It's seriously an amazing oil. So, and then spearmint, like how we talked, yes, is cooling, but it also is the oil of speech. So when you have meetings, or like Zoom meetings or lives to do, spearmint is an amazing oil to use, because it gives you that confidence when it comes to speech. It helps clear up the mind so that you can speak better. And then rosemary is an amazing oil and herb. Oh my God, I love rosemary, for the mind, as it just clears the mind, calms the mind. So those, I mean, if you think about just making that entire blend of those 5 oils, and then we also have magnolia in there, and that's why it's just such an amazing calming oil. So it's gonna help boost the mood, right? We've got the wild orange in there. And because of the rosemary and the spearmint, it complements effective work and study. I'm going to move this here so I can move this here. And it increases the feelings of tranquility, right? We've got the lavender copaiba to do that. Soothes and uplifts. It's calming and relaxing. I mean, open it up. It seriously smells amazing. I love adaptive. So ways you can use it, right? So this is an oil that you can literally use all day, every day, right? So you can diffuse this oil, make it into a roller ball, and then, like, if you have a child, or you yourself like to do their foot soaks or bath baths. You can add some Epsom salts and then use adaptive, all right? Because those are all like, we've got the combination of magnesium, which is very calming to the body in itself, and it is creating it is used for anxious feelings. You've got those, and then adaptive, girl, you're gonna come out of there ready to go to sleep. Nothing's gonna bug you. You're just gonna be stress free. It's gonna be amazing. And then, yeah, and like I said, make it into a rollerball ASAP, okay? So if you're gonna make it a rollerball into for yourself, you can do 15 drops, 10 to 15 drops, fractionated coconut oil. Now you wanna just calm your child down. Depending on age, I do have on my Instagram feed, it shows you how many drops per rollerball, but so check that out depending on how old your child is. But you can do anything from like 1 to 5 drops fractionated coconut oil, and you can do that nightly. Okay, so the big toe is the where your brain is connected. So if you need oils to support your brain, to support your anxiety, stress, you always want to apply in your big toe. Okay, and you can look into a reflexology chart. A quick Google will provide you that, and you can really see, and then you can use that and apply essential oils based on that chart. So if you know that this is an oil that you want to be calming and stress-free, so now you're going to put it in your big toe. And then when it comes to like peppermint oils, and you can see, like if you have an upset stomach in your foot, you can see where you can apply a peppermint for an upset stomach as well on your belly button. Okay, so that is adaptive, friends. And it is the oil of adaptability. Whatever. But most importantly, what I'm also going to cover is going to be the emotional aspects of each oil, because it's really cool and I don't talk enough about that. So then we've got, I think this is how you say it, ylang ylang. And woo! Okay, so to me, I mean, I'm just like, if you have your oils, let me know once you open ylang ylang, like what are your thoughts on this oil? To me, it's a very feminine oil. I feel like it's like powdery, feminine, and so, and the reason I tell you that is because ylang ylang is one of the oils actually that if you have a low libido, you can use to support. There's a lot of oils that can help you support. If you have a low libido, oh my God, I can't say that word, libido, to help support that. So ylang ylang is the oil of the inner child. So when we talk about the emotional aspect of essential oils, this is like super cool. So I personally came to essential oils because of their health benefits. The emotional benefits came out later, but there is a book that actually teaches you everything that you need to know about the emotional benefits of an essential oil. So if you open up an essential oil and you're like, oh my God, that smells disgusting. So here's the thing, it may be bringing up something emotional for you. So an oil for me that I didn't like before was Siberian fir. And I learned why Siberian fir may be that oil that was bringing up some emotions to me. So, but then in the complete aspect of that, there's an oil that you love and you're gravitating for, and you're like diffusing, applying, and if you could internalize it, there's a reason why. There's an emotional aspect that you are tied to that essential oil, which is super cool and creepy at the same time. Some cool facts that I posted on here is that it takes 2 pounds of ylang ylang flowers to produce this 250 drop essential oil. Okay, so ylang ylang is not a blend, it is a flower. And it is also called the perfume tree due to its highly fragrant flowers. And I think that once you open it, you see that. I love ylang ylang. It just smells like so feminine. Okay, let me calm down. And it is sourced from Madagascar, okay? So the benefits taken internally may provide antioxidant support, and it provides calming and positive environment. So ways to use ylang ylang is to put it, so okay, let me tell you, I think pretty much most of the oils, with the exception of oregano, you can put it into an Epsom salt bath. Okay, so may it be for you or for your child, but like, so here's what I'm thinking, right? As I told you that this is for low libido, you can use this with a blend of, if you have clary sage or if you have passion and you get into a bath with Epsom salt, that those 3 oils are amazing for libido support. So you can just like lather into those smells. And then what you also do, and what I would highly recommend with the ylang ylang, and if you have any of the other oils, which I'm going to cover a class entirely of oils and intimacy, okay? But you can take ylang ylang and you can make it into a linen spray, but specifically for your bedroom, your master bedroom, just for you and your hubs, okay? And then you can take that and you can apply it to the bed sheets, okay? Like we talked about, this is an oil for libido, so it can help support that. All right, girlfriend? So then you can also use it just to refresh your skin for like a steam facial, those really cool steamers that I've seen. You can probably get them on Amazon. You can use that for in there as well. You can put it on your wrist, as we mentioned, for perfume, right? So these are all ways that if you want to support your libido, you can do that on the daily, okay? And then you can also, I love to use this in my own DIY, what do you call it? Dry shampoo. I mix a lavender and a ylang ylang into my dry shampoo, and my hair smells amazing. So that's ylang ylang. And so let me tell you, as I'm reading it from the book, okay, the top uses. So it's low libido, infertility and hormone balance, irregular heartbeat and palpitations, high blood pressure, adrenal, mental, or heart fatigue, and just the loss of will or of apathy. All right, and that's ylang ylang. So let me show you what we got. Then we're moving into peppermint, one of my favorite oils that you can find in the top 10 oils because it's so versatile. I mean, there's so many uses about peppermint, but I love peppermint. Oh man, actually, you know what? Let me show you. So we're gonna take 1 drop. Okay, we're gonna do a peppermint pick-me-up. Okay, and I love doing peppermint pick-me-up, especially if someone's completely new to essential oils. I'm gonna take it and on the roof of my mouth here, and you can hang out there until you start feeling it. It's gonna freshen up your breath, and you're gonna rub your hands together. And we'll take 3 deep breaths in. For my fit hour ladies, I know what peppermint smells like. And give me 1 more deep breath. Then you can take that onto your neck. And again, it's going to be cooling. And so a great way to use that peppermint pick-me-up is in the middle of the day when you're starting to feel sluggish, like right after lunch. You can use that peppermint pick-me-up just to help you clear up your sinuses, give you a fresh breath, but most importantly, just like sharpen up the mind there, okay? So some cool facts about peppermint. Here we go. We've got 250 drops here of peppermint, okay? It takes 3 pounds of peppermint plant to make this, okay? So do you know 1 drop of this is equivalent to 28 bags of herbal tea, okay? Like, how insane is that? This is how potent this is, okay? And that is how potent these essential oils are. So don't get crazy. Don't go like putting 20 drops into the diffuser, especially when you're used to using other essential oils. These are very potent, very powerful, that you can literally get away with using 4 to 5 drops in a diffuser and being good, girlfriend, okay? And so the peppermint is sourced from northwestern of the US. And so some of the benefits, and you probably know that peppermint is really amazing for the digestive tract. So it also helps respiratory function. Just breathing it in, it literally just like you breathe so much easier right after it. And so for you can use it if you have an upset stomach. This would be an oil. If you don't have a roller ball of this, girlfriend, you need a roller ball, okay? You can take 10 to 15 drops of this. And so anytime you have an upset tummy, you can apply it to the belly button, massage it. You can also apply it to the bottom of the feet. Now, that's a easy way to use it just for that digestive support. You can make a warm tea with it. If you are, because it is so potent, you're probably going to need about 24 to 38 ounces of warm water to one drop, okay? It literally is very potent. So when you're sipping on it, it just like your eyes and be like, what the heck? So a lot of water if you want to do with warm, with peppermint, just to like ease the stomach, okay? Any like bloating or just upset stomach, peppermint's gonna be there for you. It is also a bug repellent. It's an ant repellent. So what you can do if you live in Florida is you can take some cotton balls and add a drop of peppermint onto the windowsills, and it'll repel some ants. Pretty cool. So what else? I just love the cooling effect of peppermint. Like I said, I use that spray. I also love to use it if there's an elevated temperature. I personally take a more holistic route. So when it comes to a temperature, I let the body run its course, and I allow, I use cold compresses, and I also use peppermint in the fractured coconut oil, right? And I apply it down the spine and on the bottom of the feet, okay? Because a fever is good. The body is doing what it needs to be doing. So what I personally do, not that I'm telling you what to do, but is I allow the fever to run its course, and I just allow, like, let's say for Christian, I just make him feel as comfortable as possible with cold compress, applying essential oils every 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so anytime that I'm handling something with the essential oils, right, I'm like hammering down a situation, I apply essential oils every 2 to 3 hours. So we metabolize the essential oils within 2 to 3 hours, and so therefore that's why we apply more quickly, more often. Okay, if that makes sense. So another quick way that you can use peppermint, if you're looking, you can add it into a peppermint mocha. You can add it into like peppermint brownies, to make peppermint brownies. Listen, and when you're cooking with peppermint, you always want to do a toothpick method, okay? So what that means is you literally take a toothpick, you insert it into here, and then you swirl it into, like, let's say your brownie batter, okay? And so if you want to add more, then you can add more, but that goes with any time that you're using essential oils in the kitchen. You want to be more frugal with it, because like we mentioned, 1 drop is equivalent to 28 bags of herbal tea. So take it easy, girlfriend, all right? And then I love to add it into like a Truvani shake with peppermint. Ooh, girl, that's my favorite. And yeah, so that is peppermint. Let's move on to Breathe. So Breathe is like a huge favorite of so many people, okay? So what's in here is you've got laurel leaf, which they offered to us in a 5 ml. And they also it also has eucalyptus, peppermint, tea tree, lemon, cardamom, and ravensara, right? And so Breathe is the oil of breath, right? So it's just going to open up your respiratory. You're going to be able to breathe a little bit easier. So though you have this in a roller ball, which, by the way, you cannot take a roller ball and then take some out and diffuse it. Okay, you're going to ruin your diffuser like that. So you cannot add fractionated coconut oil to your diffuser, only essential oil, okay? You may ruin your diffuser if you do, okay? So, but you can just grab up the 15 ml of Breathe and diffuse that. You can diffuse that along with lavender at night for the little kiddos. And like we learned about cardamom yesterday, that is for strong-willed children. I was like, add to cart. So imagine, oh my God, tell me that's not an amazing blend for your child to sleep with. Cardamom, lavender, and Breathe. Oh snap! That's what I'm going to be diffusing tonight for Christian. So it's just calming. They're going to be able to breathe easier. But most importantly, like we talked about, cardamom is for strong-willed children, and you may have one. So let's just calm them down. So breathe if you already have it in the touch roller ball, right? So anytime that you're feeling a little congested, you can use breathe. If you have breathe in the 15 ml, then you can add it into an Epsom salt bath. I like to add that along with like copaiba. I always add copaiba to any of my Epsom salt baths, as it is an oil that really powers up any other essential oil, okay? But breathe, for all things breathing, and that was actually, breathe is my gateway oil, as it really helped my husband. And this is an oil that would diffuse all the freaking time, okay? And so for any type of seasonal allergies, what I like to do is apply this. I literally soak my husband in it. So here on the chest, the neck, the pulse points, I allow him to breathe it. So I also have it in diffuser. And then I also use Tri-Ease, which is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. That just helps open up the sinuses. But those three trios, actually lavender is an antihistamine. So that's why it's in there. Okay, so it helps tremendously. And that's one of the reasons in breathe you have lemon and peppermint. Okay, so adding lavender to that would be amazing. Woo! All right, I'm speaking so much. So we covered breathe. Now, guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, okay? Now we're talking about copaiba. I've been saying it incorrectly this whole time. So it's copaiba, okay? I always correct myself, but listen. Okay. This is an oil that I love, and I'm going to tell you why. So frankincense is an oil that I love, because it is a broad spectrum oil, right? If you never know what oil to use, frankincense, okay? And so why I love frankincense, right? We could do all things with it. It also powers up other essential oils. But copaiba does the same, girlfriend. It powers up other essential oils. You don't know what to use, you can use copaiba. And it's literally half of the price. So why I love that is because I can tell someone who's brand new to essential oils that be like, hey, you don't know what to use, just copaiba. Because sometimes if they don't have frankincense, right, and then they see the price of frankincense, which I understand is a high quality, amazing oil, but to someone that doesn't know the value yet of essential oils, frankincense may be out of the reach. So copaiba, okay, copaiba. And so I have a little term I called Frank and Co. And so that's my little everything gets Frank and Co., which is frankincense and copaiba. So anyways, let me tell you. So copaiba tree can live up to 400 years, and it is actually sourced from Brazil. So it's a tree oil, okay? It's actually from the sap of the tree. It supports the health of cardiovascular, immune, digestive systems. Like so many different systems can benefit from copaiba. It's rich in antioxidants. It is meant for eternal use, helps calm, soothe, and support the nervous system. Promotes clear skin. So let me tell you, all the ways you can use copaiba, pretty much in everything. But if you also want to use it, like we talked about peppermint, using it for your upset stomach, add a few drops of copaiba in there as well, into that little roller balm, okay? If you can also use it in your skincare. So if you've got a serum that you want to make, you can add copaiba. Or if you already have like moisturizer, you can add a few drops into it with copaiba so you can apply it, okay? One of my most amazing ways that I've ever used copaiba is that Manny was having cramps in his stomach, and no doctors didn't know what to do, whatever. And so I knew that lavender and copaiba were able to help with cramping. And so what I did is I used lavender. I gave him a drop of each onto the belly button, and he ingested 1 drop of each. And within minutes, I don't think it was even 4 minutes, he was able to he was in the fetal position, okay, on the bed, in pain, and in less than 4 minutes he felt amazing. And that is his go-to oil. Copaiba is amazing, Okay, again, another oil that is amazing. One of my first time ever using copaiba was actually I applied it to like, just like my neck was hurting a lot, and I applied it just to this side, and then I got occupied with something else and forgot to do it on this side. And then I realized literally like 30 minutes later, I was like, wow, this side is so relaxed. It's just so like, and this one is still like, if that makes any sense. So it is amazing, relaxing benefits as well, muscular. Okay, so there's a blend that you can add into like your muscle recovery or joint recovery. Listen, if you don't have copaiba, please get some copaiba. I'm telling you, girlfriend. You'll be like, okay, this chick with her copaiba. But let me tell you about copaiba, okay? Where are you at? Going back to the book, okay? So the top uses: pain, inflammation, arthritis, gout, muscle cramps, right? I told you it works for muscle cramps. So if you have muscle cramps during the time of the month, copaiba. Liver toxicity, bedwetting, tendinitis, plantar fasciitis. Oh, let me tell you, when my feet were hurting so bad, I did Epsom salt foot soaks with copaiba and a couple of other oils. Oh, amazing. Respiratory issues, sore throat, and tonsils. Okay, I mean, literally covers so much, right? So that is copaiba. I love copaiba. Then we've got Air X. So Air X is a brand new oil that they only released, unfortunately, during BOGO week, which I did grab up too, and I love it. I don't know, listen, I don't know if you grabbed up in the BOGO box, or if you just didn't grab it up individually. I have taken this and I have added it to my linen spray. I added it to my multi-purpose cleaner. I love it. It smells amazing, and I diffuse it all day, every day. So it is created to purify the air. So it has linseed, which we can't even get. It has grapefruit, tangerine, frankincense, and cardamom. So you can see it has just like so many different citrus oils, so it's going to be uplifting to you. Okay, and then it has frankincense, which is amazing for the mind. It is going to power up every other essential oil. Okay, and you've got cardamom, which cardamom is for breathing. It's going to help open up airways. Okay, so it is meant to purify and freshen up the air, so you can make your DIY poop, like, what do they call it, the poopery. Okay, and just put it in a little spray bottle and keep it in your bathroom. Then this way, before they go, they spray. Okay, it's amazing for just clearing up the air, but also smells amazing. Like, I love Purify for that, but not a lot of people like Purify because there's cilantro in it, and they just smell the cilantro. So this is a blend that really blends really well in the air, and is very inviting, as opposed to Purify, which kind of just smells like a lot of cilantro for some people. So you can use this, not just purifying the air, but you can take fractionated coconut oil, make it into a roller ball, right? We already talked that it's uplifting. And with that, frankincense and cardamom was going to help support a clear mind. Okay, so those are other ways that you can use it. Just not diffusing it. You can apply it to the bottom of the feet, along the spine, for all of those benefits. All right, and that's Air X. Then we've got Siberian fir. So Siberian fir is the oil of aging and perspective. Okay, so this is an amazing oil. I read the benefits of emotional benefits of this oil, and it actually talks about breaking generational curses, which is really cool and so intriguing for me. So that is Siberian fir, and so this is from a tree, and it is sourced from Siberia. So for some people, this oil is going to be very tranquil. It's going to offer like just some positivity, relaxing, and but can be used for massages. So again, this is something that you can add into Epsom salt soaks with the feet. So that it can help not only with like joint pain, muscle pain, but also it's going to help open up those airways. Okay, so some of the uses, strenuous activity, massage into the skin for soothing comfort, apply topically to skin to help soothe minor skin irritations. Ooh, I didn't know that. Okay, so you want to, anytime you're going to apply it to the skin, make sure it's with a carrier oil. So you got fractionated coconut oil. Okay, and so because it is a tree oil, and all tree oils are going to provide grounding effects. Okay, so same thing with Siberian fir. Then we also had Northern Escape, which is an oil that was never released before, but literally it's just a bunch of tree oils put together. We've got balsam fir, black spruce, Siberian fir, cypress, enoki, frankincense, Nuka, Kananga, and clove. Okay, so Northern Escape for me smells like if we were gonna go hang out in Canada and like bunch of trees around us. And I mean, I love it. It smells really good. I think this would also be a great blend to take a little wooden or a ceramic ornament and add a drop into it, and then you can hang it in your tree. And then this way it smells very, if you have a fake tree, it smells like a real tree. Okay, so it's super earthy, right? If you open it, you're gonna smell that. It smells like a lot of trees. That's what literally, you open it and there's just trees. But for some people, like I said, because it is with a bunch of different trees, is going to be grounding to them, and it's going to help like release any stresses during the day. So you can diffuse it with lavender when you're feeling super stressed. You can add 2 to 3 drops into your Epsom salt baths. Ooh, you can add it into your like your On Guard multi-purpose spray. It smells so good. Siberian fir and Northern Escape smell really, really good when you're cleaning. I don't know what it is, but it smells really, really good. And then you can add a few drops to your diffuser jewelry for it just smells super. Oh, you know what? This is an amazing oil that would be great to DIY things for men. Things like a beard oil or shaving cream or a DIY deodorant. This would be an amazing oil to add to that, not only for its skin benefits because of that frankincense and enoki, but also because of just that smell. I think it's very, very manly smell that I think most men, if they were gonna, you're gonna have DIY something for them, they would want it to smell like that. So then we've got On Guard, so the oil of protection. So this is how I like to describe it, and you've maybe heard me say it before, but these are 2 oils that are both for immune support, right? So we've got your daily, which is On Guard, and then your when ish has hit the fan and you need the bigger guns, that's going to be oregano. Okay, so On Guard has wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So it's your daily immune and respiratory support. Okay, so you can literally diffuse this all day, every day, and especially during this time, this season in which you already gravitating toward clove and cinnamon, wild orange scents. This is a great alternative for that. That's nice, clean, and not synthetic, and providing you with the benefits of like clove, which is a huge antioxidant. Okay, and you can also, it's also purifying the air, but it also cleanses surfaces areas. So this is an oil that you can add into your multi-purpose cleaners, into your linen sprays as well, or any and all of your DIY cleaning products. You can use On Guard. Another way that you can use On Guard is you can actually, when you're gonna go out and about with your child and you've cut up some apples, you can add like 1 to 2 drops in water in a container, and then add your apples into it, and it'll keep them from browning, but it'll also make a really, really delicious snack that is immune supportive as well. So you've got that cinnamon and the clove and the wild orange, so it makes the apples so much more juicier. So that's a really great way to use On Guard. Then we've got oregano as we're coming here close to the end. And so oregano is not going to be an oil that you're going to be diffusing all the time, girlfriend. This is an oil that may last you about 2 years before you need to repurchase. And it takes 2 pounds of oregano to produce 250 drops of doTERRA's On Guard. Oregano. And so pretty cool, because a lot of people think that there's not a lot of scientific studies behind essential oils, and there are, absolutely. And so there's actually 700 published studies just on oregano. Okay, and so doTERRA sources from Kenya and Turkey, and so Oregano is super cleansing, very purifying, very, very strong. Okay, it goes back to like we only need a few drops. Always start with one when it comes to oregano. Okay, but it also supports your immune system and your respiratory system and your digestive system. Okay, so how you can use oregano is that you can make a flute roller ball, which is frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and tea tree. Okay, and that is when shit has hit the fan, you're not feeling well, you can make that into a roller ball with fractured coconut oil, and you can do about 3 to 5 drops of each oil. You're gonna apply that to the bottom of the feet, along the spine, every 2 hours. You can diffuse those same oils throughout the day as well. And if you're comfortable with ingesting oils, you can also make that into a veggie capsule, 1 drop of each oil. Okay, so oregano is amazing for its skin benefits. When you're going to use oregano for the skin, you always want to make sure it is diluted. It is a hot oil. So what that means is like it will be burning to the skin. Okay, there's other oils that are hot as well, which is like cinnamon and clove. Okay, so those are oils you always want to dilute. Use fractured coconut oil. But then again, for like I said, when you make it into a roller ball, this is highly recommend to always keep this in a roller ball. Never ever apply it straight to the skin, and never, if you're going to ingest it, never put a drop into the water and drink it that way, because it's gonna burn you, girlfriend. Okay, so don't do that. But you can also use that into like spaghetti sauce, right? Anytime that you would use oregano, you can also use the fractured coconut oil with the toothpick method, okay? Or the oregano oil with the toothpick method. Alrighty, guys, we are coming to the end. Whoop, whoop. So what I want to tell you here as we're coming to the end is that remember that you have an ebook with all of this information. Okay, you've got 2 ebooks, so I've literally prepared you with so much information. And know that if you purchase the BOGO box, that this has already entered you into the Glowing Lifestyle Society next program. Okay, and so I will be releasing that information shortly, in which what our next program will be. But we are doing monthly programs, and so by your purchase of the BOGO box, this will automatically enter you into that program. Yeah, anyway, so yes, I'm always open to hearing and listening to you and what programs you want to know, want to see, so that this way you get all that information of how you can, use your essential oils. All right, girlfriend. So if you are not part of the Glowing Lifestyle Society, which is the private Facebook community, go ahead and head over there. Tons of information there. And if you don't have essential oils, you can go to doTERRA.com, and I have my numbers right there. My wellness advocate number is 406-8684. And all you got to do is enter that. And then you see my little picture pop up when it asks you about your wellness advocate. And then you're in. Then I am your support. I am your oil guru, and I will help you along the way as long as you allow me to help you. So thank you so much, ladies, for hopping on and allowing me to educate you. I hope that this is super helpful for you, and any questions are always welcomed. All right, girl. So until my next video, bye, ladies.